It was.
Raise this one, main is up. Is it this one I gotta move up?
Hold on. It's.
Yep.
Welcome to the Friday afternoon sports takeover of the digital news desk. You know what today is, Eric?
The day after Halloween?
It is 100 days until the Super Bowl. The Packers and Lions meeting Sunday for first place in the NFC North. Green Bay hoping to get that first place spot headed into their bye week midway through the season. A lot of questions on the injury front. Where do things stand, Eric?
Well, obviously the one everybody wants to talk about, Jordan Love.
Yep.
Questionable, along with Jair Alexander, Corey Ballantyne, and Josh Jacobs. Also questionable. Jacobs obviously is a very important player in this game. But then you have the guys who are out. Evan Williams is out. That would be huge when you go up against a tight end like Sam Laporta and you go up against that Lions passing game. And then obviously very important up front when they're talking about shuffling the offensive line when Josh Myers is doubtful to play with this game with that wrist injury that he's been dealing with.
That is not optimal. The Packers going against a Lions team that put up 52 points last week and I think had just around 200 yards of total offense. They were doing it with special teams and punt returns. They were taking the ball away. Again, they were going against the Titans. They're terrible. They give it away to everyone. But still, the Lions are world beaters right now. Can the Packers bring them back down to earth? You saw some stat today. It's the best record the two teams have had facing each other in, 60 years?
It's the highest winning percentage.
It's crazy.
80% is the best between these two teams. Their combined winning percentage in 60 years, second best in 60 years.
So Jared Goff so far this season, he's thrown for 13 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. He's second in quarterback rating in the league and just 1/10 behind MVP frontrunner Lamar Jackson. But
he's not great outside. This is the first game that they're going to play outside all year. In his career, 52 interceptions, 48 fumbles in outdoor games. As Joey DeBois said in the sports office a while ago, it's his kryptonite. And for the first time this year, we'll get to see him outside against the Packers, and maybe Mother Nature will help with that home field advantage with a little bit of rain, make that ball a little slick. We'll see if that works to the Packers' advantage. Maybe it will.
It's really kind of crazy because Goff obviously, he plays indoors for his home games. But to make it all the way to week 9 without playing outdoors, we shall see. The weather should play a factor. Our David Ernst has been telling me all week how it could be a soggy affair at Lambeau Field come Sunday. It's actually a late afternoon kick for the first time at home all year. We've had a lot of noon games. It'll be fun to see this team, not in prime time, but certainly with a lot of the nation watching this contest. What do you think some of the keys are?
I mean, obviously, like I mentioned, Sam Laporta. I think when it comes to the defense, getting pressure on Goff, obviously slowing down the ground game. You look at somebody like David Montgomery, who has rushed for over 120 yards his last 2 games at Lambeau. He has eaten up the Packers. And when you can slow down that ground game, maybe get some pressure on Jared Goff, force him into some of those interceptions that he's been prone to in outdoor games, but has not done a lot of this year. That obviously will tilt the field. These are the top 2 teams in the league when it comes to turnovers, and that usually decides games like this.
It certainly does. The safeties in this game have my attention. Xavier McKinney, number 1 in the NFL, 6 interceptions. Kirby Joseph, number 2 in the NFL with 5 interceptions. And guess what else? Brian Branch, number 3 in the NFL for Detroit with 4 interceptions this year. And Joseph snagged 3 against Green Bay 2 years ago, helping usher in the end of the Aaron Rodgers era. He is certainly a ball hawk. In terms of the ground game and the pass game, this Lions team is so balanced. One of the reasons that they're not just trendy Super Bowl picks, but legit threats, really, is their balance. Jared Goff, 13 touchdown passes. They have 13 rushing touchdowns between Montgomery and Gibbs. They are tough, tough, tough. We shall see what happens come Sunday. As for tonight, Operation Football tackles level 2 of the high school playoffs. Our game of the week, once again, Kimberly. No, we don't just show the paper makers every week, but it's the game of the week because they go against Neenah. Neenah, the team that beat them this year. Should be a fun one. We will have full highlights at 10, live preview at 6. Thanks for joining us this afternoon on the Digital News Desk.